Welcome back to the 0 to 10 million challenge where we're going to make 10 million gold from only transmogs. We're currently at about 800k. We're going to start off today's episode with a bit of luck, try our luck anyways, at the Glazer farm. So the Glazer is a transmog mace that is worth about 1 million gold, and you farm it at this location right here. As you can see, right here is where it is located, and you get it from these yellow mobs that are around all the honey. And basically it's worth a lot of gold for a reason. It is super rare, but we'll try our luck here. You can get some other decent transmog like epics and other greens from here that are worth selling, so we'll do this for a little bit and see how we go. Alright, so we did about half an hour. We didn't get the Glazer, so I think we're going to move on and go do some dungeon farms, I think. Alright, so we're going to do 10 runs of Hellfire ramparts. We'll see what items we get from here and how much worth. So let's restart this. Let's get to it. Alright, so we've done the runs. We've got lockout now. We got about 90k in 23 minutes. That is why I recommend doing this farm, especially if you don't have many TBC transmog pieces already. It's a great spot to get some of them. A couple of the good items we got. What did we get? We got this wrist, goes for about 17k. The legs, the blood scale legs, they're really good. They sell for about 10k on my server. The cheapest one is 19.8k. And then also this belt, it goes for about 10k also. The rest are just like a couple k, like 5k, 2k, stuff like that. But we'll send those over to the banking alt and go on to the next farm. Hey guys, we're back doing some more transmog farming for the transmog challenge. So what we've been doing at the moment is farming some legacy items that have unique appearances. So we've been farming the River Paw mythic staff, which took us about 2 minutes to get this, and then also the River Paw leather vest, which took us 23 seconds to get that, and it's worth, on my realm, 83k. So these items are really good because they've got unique appearances that people want and need if they're collectors. So we've been doing a bit of that. We've got some other transmog pieces just from doing other things. I believe all these transmogs down here are from the Golden Mane Rains farm for the mount, and we just got them on top. However, if you want to know how to farm these legacy items, they're down in West 4. So right here you can farm the caster guys, and they will drop the staff, and then I'll head over to this location over here, and that is where you get the vest. I think we're going to get a couple more pieces of the vest. It's really easy to get, so I think we're going to go farm a few more of these just so we have about 3 of these, so we have a couple backups. Once the first and second one sells, we can always have one of these up on the auction house, because people do buy these and they're worth a really good amount of gold, and they're super easy to farm. So I'll head over there now and I'll farm up a couple more of them. I'll show you how quick it is. I'll put on a loot appraiser, and we'll see how long it actually takes to get more of these. So we'll check it out. The farm is located just along this edge here. You'll see the River Paw mobs. I believe it's just here. Yeah, so these guys right here all have a chance to drop it. So let's put on loot appraiser, and then the macro that you want to use for this, you'll want to set it up so it is target river. So you can just spam your moonfire macro and it'll kill these guys for you. Alright, so let's start this up. Let's see how long it takes to get another one of these. Doesn't take long whatsoever, but we'll farm up and we'll see how long it takes. There we have it. We got our second one. Nice. So there's 2. Let's get one more just so we have a stock of 3 that we can keep on listing. Alrighty, and we got the third one just then. So where is it? Right here. So we got 3 of them in stock. Perfect. Didn't take long whatsoever. Alright, let's send over the items to our transmog bank alt and go from there. Alright, so we got a Slitherscar going. We'll run this a bit. We still got a fair few items we got to get from here. A couple of the epic items that I'm still after, like the Skull Flame Shield. We still need to get that up in the auction house, and I really like doing this farm, so we'll do this a bit more until we get the, well, we'll do it a bit more, and hopefully we'll get the Skull Flame Shield. But anyways, You know how this goes by now and how the farm works. So let's throw on a lid appraiser and we'll get to it. Oh nice, we got the jade plate legs. They sell for about 17k on my server. We also need another set of the glorious set. We ended up selling those. They've been selling really good throughout this challenge. I believe we've sold 2 sets so far, over like 200k both set. So we need to get another one of those up on the auction house ASAP. Oh, we got the assassination blade. Where is it? Just here. So it's got a really good sell rate. It's only going for 4.3k on my realm. Looks kind of cool. Anyways, nothing too crazy just yet. Oh, we got the glorious belt. However, the main one that goes for a lot of gold is the plate legs on my server. They're like 160 to 180k, and we've sold 2 of those already in the series. So we're really looking out for another pair of the plate legs. Whoa, we got the blade of henna. That's lucky. It's worth a decent amount of gold. So on my round 2 million, the market round 2.8 million. Alright, so we're on the next transmog farm. We're doing Isles of Thunder. So this is a Mr. Pandaria transmog farm right up in the Isles of Thunder up here. Basically you run around killing the mobs here. They have some really good transmogs, and when you have a group of people farming, you can get them to respawn extremely quick, getting a whole heap of kills per hour. So for an example, we've been here for 7 minutes. We've already got over 100k gold worth of transmogs, and it's really good for transmog farming. And it's great to do because you get all of the Mr. Pandaria transmogs. So if you haven't done any Mr. Pandaria transmog farming yet, this is a great farm to come and pad out your auction house with a whole heap of Mr. Pandaria transmog pieces, and also you get a whole heap of motes of harmony. Now you can sell them as motes of harmony, or you can turn them into spirits of harmony, and these are selling for about 65 gold each. So you make a decent amount of gold just from the motes of harmony, which is really good. So we've been going for about 21 minutes and we're already at 200k in transmog items. That is why I like this farm, and it is a really good farm. So we managed to get about 300k worth plus of transmog items from here. Some really good pieces. So we'll send those all over to the alt and we'll go on to the next farm. Alright, so we're back at Slithers on our hunt for the skull flame shield still. We also need to get the blade of henna from here. So we're going to hopefully get one of those. They're pretty rare, so we'll see how we go within an hour. Let's start up Loot Appraiser. Let's give it a go. Oh nice, we got the glorious shoulders. These sell for about 30k on my server. We've been having a lot of success selling the glorious set too. We sold 2 of the legs for like 180k each, so that's really good. Oh nice, we got an epic. So we got some shoulders. Shame that they're not the T-Boo blazing, the blade of henna. We already have the T-Boo blazing longsword. However, an epic is an epic. And how much is it worth? Let's get out of combat here. So it's worth 17k on my server. What do they look like? Oh yeah, kind of cool looking. Anyways, we got an epic. It's better than no epic. And how far are we in? 22 minutes and we're at 178k. Alright, so we're 30 minutes in at 197k worth of transmog items. We've got a few good ones. We've got an epic, which is pretty cool. It's got a decent sell rate. However, we're going to keep going. We'll probably do the rest of the hour, and fingers crossed we can get some more good items. Alright, so we've been going for about 50 minutes. We've got 250k. I think we're going to call it here for the group. We've got a really good bag full of items, some really good items. We got one epic, which was just these shoulders. They only go for 17k, but still, they're an epic. They should sell fairly quickly. We've got a few glorious pieces, a few jade pieces, a few good items with a total worth of 156k. So that is very good for the time we spent here. We definitely will be coming back to Slithers. We still need the blade of henna and the skull flaming shield. The skull flame shield. So we'll definitely have to come back, do a bit more of this in the future. Alrighty, so let's send over all these good transmog pieces to the transmog banking vault. So we go to groups under transmog, and with TSM we can simply post all the items that are in our transmog group over to our alt very simply. Alrighty, so we just finished doing some farming at the Pack Mule BOE mount farm, so which is located over here, just this location right here. Anyways, we got one good item, so one epic item, which was these legs, which go for about, well, they're listed currently for the minimum price is 100k on my realm. They go for about 69k though on my realm. And then we got like about 150 to 200k worth of other items. Let's just put these into our TSM group. So let's go to Mogs and add those, and we'll just sell off all the ones that don't meet the criterias, which is anything below 100 gold we're going to be selling. I think we went through most of these already. So we're going to sell off those, and then we'll send everything over to our banking up. Right, so it's done. Then we want to go to groups, go to transmogs, and mail selected groups. Now this will mail all the items that we just added to the TSM group over to our banking alt, just like that. And now we can move on to the next farm. Alrighty guys, so we're back on Buffy Mogs, and this is basically the banking character for the 0 to 10 million gold transmog only challenge. And basically what we're going to be doing is clearing out the mailbox, and we'll check what sales we've got. I believe we've got a whole heap of transmog items we need to post up on the auction house that we've been farming. So yeah, we've got a whole heap. So what we'll do is we'll collect all of these. There's around like 400 items that need collecting. So we'll collect these, get these up in the auction house, and we'll see how many sales we've got left in the mailbox, and we'll check out the total worth of the auction house currently. So how I've been doing this, so I have good items to actually post on the auction house. We've set up TSM, and I've set up a group. Now every transmog item that I farm, I basically will add that to the group, and then I can use a vendor scan, which will basically automatically sell all the items that are under the operation I set for that group. And now currently, just while we're building up the auction house, I've got it set to anything under 100 gold we're going to vendor, and anything above we're going to keep. So one thing we're going to do real quick right first is send over that recipe. Don't want that recipe in there. Alright, so basically how we're doing this, once I've set up the TSM group, you can come just to any vendor, and you want to go to groups, and then the group that you've made, and then you can click on sell group. And what this will do is we'll go through and it will sell anything that is under 100 gold. So just like that, it's went through. Now all the items that are there, they're all over 100 gold each. So what we can do now is simply go to the auction house and post these up. This will just help filter out all the items that are below 100 gold that aren't worth the time listing up on the auction house. And then also we'll also get items that say they were over 100 gold, and then for some reason they've dropped below 100 gold. That is why I like to do it before I post the items, and that way it just scans out and takes out any of the items that have dropped below 100 gold pretty much. So what we're going to do is post these all up on the auction house. So you go to auctioning, have our group selected and base group, and we run a post scan. And as you can see, it will scan all the items in. Then all we got to do is spam our TSM macro to post these all up. Super simple. How I've got the TSM macro set up is by holding an alt and then scrolling your mouse wheel up and down. And you basically can just scroll up and down, and it'll post them extremely quick. So we'll post all the new items, and then we'll check out the auction house value, how much is in the auction house, and we'll see how much sales we've got in the mailbox for the last few days. Alrighty, so we posted everything up in the auction house. Let's check out the mailbox. So we've got 143k worth of sales in the mailbox, which is really nice. Let's have a look at some of the bigger items. We've got a few, like anywhere from 1k to 5k. Here's a decent one, spiked chain gauntlet of the quick blade for 22k. We've got a 6k here, the bloodlust boots, 10k right here, the glorious gauntlets. So the glorious set has been selling absolutely crazy. We've sold a few of the legs in the past for like 150 to like 200k. Blood scale, leg guards, another 25k Lofi breastplate of the quick blade. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so let's collect the 143k, and that'll bring up the total value to a pretty decent amount. We'll be coming close actually to the first 1 million gold of the challenge, which is absolutely awesome. So we got 953k currently in the bags, so we're only like 47k off the first 1 million gold, which is absolutely awesome. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to end this episode right here, and then in the next episode our main goal will be getting over the first 1 million gold, and we'll do a whole heap of different farms. Now if you want to learn how to actually farm transmog pieces, how to sell them, how to make gold in the game, you can check out my gold making guide, and that'll be the first link down below in the description box. If you have been enjoying the series and you haven't seen them all actually, there will be a link for the full playlist down in the description box also. But if you have been enjoying, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for the next episode. So I'll see you in the next one, guys.